Welcome to another exciting edition of Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. My name is AJ Akwako Sapon. It's an absolute pleasure to be on your TV screens this lovely Saturday. Now, this show is the one that gets up close and candid with some of your favorite personalities, allow them to, set the record straight, show a different side of them, and as well, sometimes answer your questions right here on the show. The show is live from the Citi TV studios here in Adabraka. And when I come back, I'll be having a conversation with some amazing, should I say crooner or artist or someone who's certainly taking the world by storm. This is Hall of Fame with me, AJ. You're tuned into Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV, and going into who my guest is for today, he's someone whose song became a international anthem, not only in his home country, not only in Ghana, but across the world. His song gained traction, became on radio here in Ghana, one of the most requested. It became an anthem where everyone who's striving to get what they wants to say, because Charlie, wait till you gain if you haven't got that money.
Baby, you don't say, baby, you don't say, it's a red eye thing. Red eye,
I know this kid's a bit.
Bros, if you no love, what you get? It's Victor Eddie, na, yeah. Pray for grace, my G. I say pray for grace. Oluwa má gbàgbé mi, I want all this money. Don't want to take the same step where I take last year when don't work for me. Oh Lord, as I dey grind, I dey hustle, bless me with this money. But on your hand that day, I say make you run out for me. Oh. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. Lord, you know what to me, and you don't talk, make you manifest, oh Baba. This street now by grace, no be who are super say carry first, oh. Now your grace I take the leave, I know if you play attack and defense, so at the same time. And I thank you Lord, say even when I dey cast, you still give me the talent to give make I pass it. From the ring na family they call, oh. If not be billing na something they solve, oh. Anyhow you be, and my money is involved, oh. Oluwa bless me cause I know fit all, oh. So much pressure on them figure. I say in dollar, I still want that 10 figure. I need the kind of money where go make Dangote say who be this black schema. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. This year I want to buy motor. This year I want to buy house. This year I dey pray make Oluwa no pass me by, cause I pray for grace, my G. It's not written that you will find or you seek, but you never find out who she did not seek. Come on, this still part of life. It's not for the shallow mind that we still they grind it. From the ring na family they call, oh. If not be billing na something they solve, oh. Anyhow you be, and my money is involved, oh. Oluwa bless me cause I know fit all, oh. So much pressure on them figure. I say in dollar, I still want that 10 figure. I need the kind of money where go make Dangote say who be this black schema. Where they worry, Oluwa má gbàgbé mi, I want all this money. Don't want to take the same step where I take last year where don't work for me. Lord, as I dey grind, I dey hustle, bless me with this money. But on your hand that day, I say make you run out for me. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get.
haven't guessed who I'm talking about already. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Victor AD. Hi.
How fun.
It's nice to have you in the studios. When I told someone I'm interviewing, everyone's like, oh, wait till you get. Yeah. Everyone's really excited to hear. Firstly, I must ask, where from the name Victor AD? I heard you're Eugene as well.
Sorry?
Where did the name Victor AD come from? Is it a shortened version of your name?
Yeah, my name is Victor Adere. So I took like the first letter from my surname, which is Adere. That's the AD.
Brilliant. How long have you been doing music?
Professionally, I would say for 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe your entry into the Nigerian music industry.
Okay, it actually started with written game, like the major one actually started with written the game, but I've been on the ground for years, since 2014. I did my first song, Jowo, which the dean of our student affair in school back then gave me the money to record my first song.
Really? Yeah. Interesting. You don't usually hear that
it used to be like, how's your grade going? How are you doing in school? Yeah, you got my point. So then I was doing like covers of other people's songs in school.
Okay.
Like John Legend, all of me. I did a Pidgin English cover of it. I did a Pidgin English cover of Eric Iglesias. I was doing Pidgin English covers of other Western songs. So on one fateful day, while I was performing, some girls were crying and people were actually, it was like a worship song, like a church. So from there, he was like, what's up? How do you sing so good and you're not known here in the school and all that? So he actually gave me money. So instead of our conversation to be what's happening in school now, it's like, when are you releasing your next song?
Wow.
So that was how it all started.
Brilliant. Now, describe growing up. How was it like for you?
Yeah, growing up was actually tough for me. I'm this person that wants to be independent in almost every area of my life. Like I could remember when I was in secondary school, I called my mom and I was like, you stop buying things for me, stop giving me everything, stop taking care of me. I want to be the boss of my own. Wow. I don't like people controlling me up and down and telling me what to do. I want to make my own money and take care of myself. So that actually happened because I moved from a private school where I was supposed to be to like a public school.
Okay.
It's my younger ones and my siblings, they are all in the private school, so I had to move there just because I want to pay my own exam fees and all that, and it will be cheap for me and all that.
Okay. Now, how did your support system, your family, take that? Okay, you are doing a transition from a career they hope that you do into music.
Yeah, the thing is that everybody actually knew that I was going to be a musician in my family, or most of them probably did not know, because I'm this kind of person that I don't actually put things out there. I work hard on the background, or I work hard behind scene for you to see on the scene. So you get my point. So it got to a point that like it was after waiting with game, most of my family members knew that I was a musician. They were like, are you the one that sang that song? And I was already in Lagos. I've left them already. You get my point. There was a day I actually surprised my grandmom and my auntie. They came for like a party, a friend's party, and I was the one singing there because then I used to be like a member of the band. And they were like, wow, are you the person? we need to talk. I went talked about it and all that. So it has been like that. Not like my parents doesn't want me to be a musician. But one thing I know is that nobody will take you serious until you start doing something serious. You get my point? So all they were about then was me going to school, getting good grades, and let's fix that part first before you start talking about if you want to be a musician or something else. So it was like that for me.
Which part of Nigeria did you grow up at?
I was born and brought up in Lagos, Kirikiri. Okay. But after 8 years, when I was 8 years old, my family and I were relocated to Warri. I said that's originally where I'm from to date.
All right. Well, we all hear about Warri.
Funny stories and all that.
So it's interesting to see. Now, starting off in the industry as then, quote unquote, up and comer or underground, did you face a lot of opposition, or was it a very easy entry into the Nigerian music scene?
If I tell you it's easy, now set up. It was never easy, right? Because I could remember I was doing like 3 odd jobs in a day and I was still doing music alongside. You get my point? So I was a bricklayer. I don't know what you guys call it. That's what you guys call mixing, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was doing that and I was selling clothes along line. The fact that I want to be independent. So me being independent actually restricted me from doing so many things.
then my own mentality then, if I see a guy watching movie, I think you're lazy and you're not putting in work.
Wow.
So I never wanted to waste like any bit of my time. I just feel sleeping, maybe I should be sleeping. Sleeping should be like a nap. Just relax for maybe like 3 hours or so, then you're okay. You sleeping more than that, it makes you lazy. So that was actually the mentality I grew up with.
My goodness.
So I was in the meeting for like 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the morning. Then from 9 p.m. to like 1 a.m. in the morning, I'll go for the live band and the whole section. So I was working so hard in the day and still go out at 9. And it was
What
like
time were you getting to sleep?
yeah, it's like a normal life for me. I feel that I fulfilled all righteousness for me to work that hard. You get my point. But it got to a point I got to realize that nobody was super as a carry first. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, as an upcomer or making an entry, do you face opposition from others, or is it that people are willing to listen to new music, or people just who's this person?
It happened with Waiting Again, because I can remember the first time I released it, like a few weeks after the release of Waiting Again, my manager called me and we were like trying to make 1 or 2 moves and all that. Most of the people who took the song to, they would be like, what kind of song is this? You want to make money pass Dangote, you never feel secure your own bag for here. You get my point? So many comments and all that, but we kept pushing, we never gave up. You get so many negative comments. Even there was a time that the negative ones was actually wanted to overpower the positive comments, but we still didn't give up. We were still pushing till they get to the right people. Because what we started and what we want is not about converting 10 billions of people or converting the whole world, but the few ones that we can touch and the few ones our music or our stuff can get to, we want to hold them strong and make them get the fullest of it.
Wow. Now, back into starting up, where did the inspiration from Waiting You Again come from?
Oh, it's all about the journey, the struggle I've been through. It's all the struggle I've been through in life. It's just wrapped up in 3 minutes in a song. You get my point? So we just did that from how I went up and down and back and forth, how I worked so hard and get less, and now I got to realize that it's just for me to pray for grace and I'll get more. You get my point? So it was more of a conversation between God and I.
Now, entering into the music industry, or before you entered into the music industry, what were some of your hopes? Were there particular artists that you were hoping to work with that you have now worked with?
Okay, I'm not the collaboration kind of person.
Why not?
I just enjoy good music. I don't know. I just enjoy good music. If you're doing good, yeah. But not like the only person I've actually wanted to work with from a very long time is Jay Z. You get my point of which I've not even seen him say. Okay. Yeah. I want to work with Jay Z. I love to work with Brymo. But I've seen him, we have one-on-one, but we're still preparing for that.
Okay.
So people didn't give me, but I've worked with so many Ghanaian artists, I've worked with Nigerian artists, I've done a work with Davido, Larry Gaga, so many people, so many artists in Nigeria, even down here in Ghana, I've worked with Sarpong, Kwame Eugene, Sister Efia, that's Kenny Highs. Yeah. That one is out, T-Flow owns is out also, so many.
And I'm going to come into working or having the point of coming in and then maybe the angle with collaborating with a lot of Ghanaian artists, but now coming back into or actually let's stay with the Ghanaian music collaboration scene. First, when did you start coming to, was Ghana always a place where you wanted to do music with the artists? Were you always on top of Ghanaian music or listening to Ghanaian music scene?
Okay, the thing is that how Waiting Again got to Ghana, I'm still trying to comprehend. I see.
Music doesn't have any boundaries. It gets where it
that's
is.
the same, but mine was too fast because I was still in Warri then and nobody knew about Victor A.D. just in the south.
Yeah.
So my song was not even like in the mainstream in Nigeria. That's Lagos. It's not even in the Lagos market before it got to Ghana.
Really?
So it just like it slipped out. It's, how do they call it? Like it slipped out from my door, then straight, just stick with bus, 9th bus to Ghana. It took a 9th bus to Ghana, so it was bigger in Ghana first before Lagos, because if your song is not bigger in Lagos, it means Nigeria probably do not know you. You get my point? So I would say it was bigger in Ghana before Nigeria. So you get my point. So it was coming from.
Yeah.
So now Ghana is the one reporting. Ghanaians are the one reporting to Nigeria. How far you guys have something that you've not been listening to? You go and check it out. So it was like that.
Do you think the hit of Waiting Again sort of got its beginnings from Ghana, or do you think you believe Ghana influenced it being a hit in Nigeria?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay. Now, with the Ghanaian music scene, tell me about some of the collaborations you've done, Sarpong, Kwame Eugene, and the rest.
Yeah, I've done one with Sarpong. We actually did 2 songs. One is probably going to be in his album, and one is going to be mine. One is mine already. So I did with Kwame Eugene also. I recorded a song with Sister Ifya. We'll be shooting the video very soon. And I've done one with Kine Ice. Yeah, he's a fast rising artist here in Ghana. So I did that one long time ago. That was like the first collaboration I did in Ghana. And the video is out everywhere, it be God. And I did one with T-Flow too, Blessings, and it's popping, it's making waves.
Clearly, there's always been this, idea, here in Ghana, that Nigerian music or the Nigerian music scene doesn't rate or allow a lot more Ghanaian artists into the industry. Like, a Nigerian song is most likely to hit here than it is to hit there.
Yeah.
Some people say Ghanaians don't market themselves enough in Nigeria. Others say Nigerian music comes in such speed that you can't even listen to your own, talk less, allow others in there. Where do you stand with this particular opinion?
Okay, and the thing is that, I'm not going to lie, it comes from different angle and different sector. Because at the end of the day, the first time I heard Sarpong, I was in Nigeria. The first time I heard Shatawale, I was not in Ghana, I was in Nigeria also.
Okay.
And the first time I heard about Kwame Eugene, even Angela, I thought it was actually someone, because not like I thought it was
a Nigerian song.
It is a Nigerian song, but the way it blew, like everybody was, and then it doesn't have, I'm not sure there was a video to it here, because then I came across it online, where I saw one small girl leaving a small boy leaving the airport. That was like a popular video.
Yeah.
So you get my point. So all those ones, I heard it while I was in Nigeria. So you can't say Nigeria, you can't literally say Nigeria, and Ghanaian songs are not popping there. But I think on the other way around, we have many artists in Nigeria. We don't even give our own self space. You get, we have just every Nigerian artist that is coming up has just this space. So you need to like break through. Can you imagine my song, like, you don't even cross Nigeria, if you down to
before coming back
to Nigeria, you can see everybody is hustling. The space is so tight and it's so locked down. In as much as the sky is wide for every bird to fly, you still need to push. Like what I was saying, nobody will take you serious until you start doing something serious. If you feel like this way is not working for you, you need to push till you get there. You get my point? Because there was a time Nigerians were not even playing Nigerian songs. I could remember then we were playing Lucky Dube. They are the only person songs. The only songs we were playing was that of Fela, Majek Fashek and all that. So we were not even giving our own self space. You get? So it's just like that.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Now, still on collaborations, is there any Ghanaian artist that you haven't collaborated with that you're looking forward to doing?
I'll do a song with Shatawale, obviously.
I like. Okay, so that's on the horizon.
Yeah,
You're looking to do that soon.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I look forward to that.
In the making.
I look forward to that. But now the new EP is out, Red Eye. Tell me about that.
Okay. The new EP, Red Eye, is something I'm actually passionate about. It's a body of work that I'm actually passionate about. From the title to the songs to how it came up and everything. You get my point? So we putting up Red Eye together was actually hard for us, for me and my team. We brought out like 39 songs.
Wow.
Yeah, I brought out like 39 songs. Then we had to select, we needed just 6. And the track, and it's an EP of 7 songs now. You get my point? We needed just 6 tracks to make it a success. But after from 39, we had to choose 20, from 21 to 15. For 15, we had to call different people, everybody in the family. It's just a point. Everybody started involving their mom and dad. Because
you needed to
yeah, because there was so much. My manager woke up one morning and be like, "Oh my, this one is my favorite." And after 2 days, you just come back and jeopardize the whole thing. I be like, "Come on, I'm no longer there. This is the one I want." You get my point? So we are going back and forth with it. So we had to involve more people, even people outside the team. And God so kind, we brought out 6. Then after the 6, then 4 days before the release of the EP, everybody was cool. Then I just woke up. I just recorded the song by 2 a.m. in the morning, and I called my manager. I said, I don't record a rap banger. And
You need to put that on there.
Yeah, this is the track 7 of the. I don't mind anywhere you want to put it. If you want to put it as a bonus track, but it should be somewhere in this EP. I was like, and we went back and forth with it. He said, no, there's a structure. There's a way we need to do things. I said, bro, forget that your structure. Leave it for your house. No rules here.
Needs to be on there.
Yeah, we need to break the rules for us. You get my point. So we went back and forth with it. Before I woke up the next morning, I've sent it to the mix and mastering engineer. Paid for it already. Paid for the production already to show how serious I am. You get my point. So I did all that, and he was like, Alpha. Then he wanted to give an excuse, like, before we not take it to the mix. I said, I've done that already, don't worry. He said, then who's going to pay for it? I said, I've paid already. He said, then how do we do? Then I said, okay, don't worry, you know how it's going to be. If this song doesn't blow, I'll give you the sum of 300,000 naira. But if it blows, it's the other way around, you're going to pay me. But now, you never still pay me. Because the song is actually making wave and got so kind. It's like the most trending song on the EP.
Entire EP.
Yeah, you get my point. Based on the fact that the Gbogbo Didi came with the dance steps and all that, and everybody was dancing along to it. So it was like that for us. And the reason why we named it Red Eye, like I said, due to my journey, how I was missing, and from there, so people were like, guy, during that time, 2012, 2013, they were like, bro, you know they sleep, how can you work so much hard in the day and still go for chasing your dream? And as that was why I named, so they were calling me Red Eye then. So yeah, that's why I said I'm so passionate about it. So that was how I named it Red Eye, and it's a way of telling people that you can actually have a side hustle and still chase your dream. And a way of telling the younger ones out there, the youths out there, and making them know that no matter how it is, if Victor Eddie can come this far, you can also do that. Have no fear. Just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. One day you're going to get it. And most people think that when you hear the name Red Eye, so many things come through your mind. What's Red Eye? Is it this guy criminal now? Is it the leader of the new xenophobia attack? You get so many things, and that part is actually showing like the imperfection of Victor Eddie. That Victor Eddie is someone that can actually make mistake, and even the process of trying to correct those mistakes, he might even make a bigger mistake. You get my point. That shows Victor Eddie is human, and Victor Eddie is not perfect. So
I love that. I really do. It's nice to show that you're perfectly imperfect. It's something that is, I'm definitely going to be taken away from this interview, but we're having a fantastic conversation with Victor A.D., the man behind the big banger, Waiting You Gang, right here on the show. You're tuned into Hall of Fame. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. My guest today is none other than the chart-topping hit maker of Waiting You Gain, Victor A.D. And going back into the conversation about perceptions, reading up, I saw a recent article where one random Facebook or social media user attributed your song Waiting You Gain based on some of the lyrics that it is creating a whole new wave of crime, and people are now being desperate to do whatever they have to because of the song like Waiting You Gain. It's a reach. Clearly, it was a very long reach trying to put you in the middle of that. But what was your reaction when you first saw that, and how it gained prominence in the media, and how was your reaction to it?
Okay, first thing first, I've seen a lot of that. So due to where I'm coming from, I'm actually used to stuff like that, where people criticize you for no reason, or maybe probably for the reason they feel is right. You get my point. But I want to say how, and I wonder why most people don't actually nobody heard the part where I was talking about so much grace and how God brought me this far. You get my point. Nobody heard the testimony about how a guy was hustling with his wife, and at the end of the day, because of the song Waiting We Gain, he had to push more, and he got the contract he has been looking for so many years. You get my point. Nobody heard those testimonies. Nobody said anything about it. But I just feel it's normal. If nobody talks about you, it means you're nobody, and if you don't get stuff like that, it means you're not doing good. So because even Jesus Christ in his earthly days, people nicely nail him. Now people say crucify him. Even with the good works and all that, there must be people to say that. So it doesn't affect me. I just stay positive. Bad energy. Stay far away.
I love that. Okay, now clearly the music is paying. You debuted a very nice card to go with it. Describe how lucrative the music industry can be.
Okay, I think we can actually move to a bigger picture, and in fact, we are moving to a bigger picture already because now you see we have it's initially it used to be like Africa to the world, and now it's the world coming to Africa.
Yes.
You get my point. We have Shatawale on Beyonce's
Doing a
album.
Beyonce song,
You have
Wizkid,
I was watching
yeah.
a live video and Rihanna was singing Burna Boy's
Yeah.
You get my point. Things are actually moving to where they're supposed to be. Initially, like I said, in Nigeria before, we don't play any song if it's not Celine Dion and clubs. Then, but now we can do more of Burna Boy, we can do more of Shatawale, we can do more of Victor Eddie, we can do more of Nigerian and African artists. You get my point. So it's actually moving. It's moving.
I like that.
Like Nigerians will say, we are moving to the permanent site.
And I like the way he was able to just swiftly dodge going about the money area, but clearly, okay. So, what is? I don't know if I can ask like the standard fee to get someone like Victor Eddie to perform at an event.
Oh, as long as you like Victor Eddie will come. Just contact the management. Yeah, when it comes to the business part of it, I don't get myself involved.
I
can't be singing and still be involving myself in business, so I let my management, Longitude Promotions, do that.
Okay.
But
I can respect that. I can respect
Yeah,
that. Is there anything when you are starting up that you feel you may have done right or wrong that anyone else can learn from? So some people preach that once you about to start into an endeavor like the music industry, you should always have a legal representative who always check through documents to ensure that you're signing off the right thing. Is there something that you did right that is paying off for you now in the music industry?
Okay. Yes. I guess that was having. Oh. I can't really
pinpoint it.
I can't really pinpoint. But what I want to say to anyone out there, no matter where it is, don't ever give up. Because I could remember that when I was going for like several auditions, it got to a point. Sometimes I sit back and relax and be like, God, is this music really for me, or am I not where I'm supposed to be?
Oh, you had those kind of days.
Yeah. Oh, many.
Really?
I sweat down. You get my point. So there was the time I was actually contemplating and I was skeptical about me being a musician. I said, God, I've went for like 23 auditions. You get then it was actually 20. Then it was actually 19 auditions before I won the last two. I said I went for like 19 auditions and I've not even won one, not even gotten to that kind of level,
Yeah.
You get.
So you used to be a part of music reality shows.
Yes, like different brands from this one to do this one. If CCTV is doing an audition,
you would come and do it.
I'll come and do it. If the thing is that it even got to a point where if you guys are doing it in Kumasi, one in Accra and one in Spintex or I'll go to all of them. So if this is tomorrow and I don't win, I'll go to the next one the following day. I'll go to Kumasi the following day. If Kumasi doesn't pay, I'll come back to Accra. You get my point. So it was like that for me. I went on and on and on and on and on. It got to a point where I went for like a show. I was fighting to join a band there so that I can actually build myself musically and all that. So while I was singing, I guess someone from the audience came and was like, bro, you are singing off, go out of this place. Then they instructed the people there, like the owner of the place, never to let me in again. That if they let me in, that is going to be like the last time he's going to come there. So they have to protect their customer and all that. So they drove me out of there. So but at the end of the day, like 2-3 months later, I worked out on myself and I came back again and I cleared all the doubts and all that stuff. You get my point. So it has been back and forth for me, trying to push. So even when I went for all those auditions, I won just 2, and the 2 was just in my school, like the best singer in my school, and one small one in my community. when I was looking for the major sports and all that. So it wasn't all that easy for me. I've had bad times that I wanted to like give up, but I got to realize that now. I got to realize they were actually preparing me for the journey ahead. Where I am now, those were actually like a stepping stone. If I had given up then there would be no Victor Eddie now. You get my point. So that is what I don't want anybody to do. Don't ever give up. As long as you believe in it, just keep pushing. That time you go take, you go get there. Like like what we say in where you say now small stammer. You know what they call stammer? Is that how you guys call it? Yeah.
Yes, stammer. Yeah.
They say now small good. Now time you go take stammer. I go call him Papa name.
That is true.
Yeah.
What do you think has been the biggest sacrifice you have made for fame?
Okay, I think the biggest one was leaving my family and coming to Lagos. Because then the mentality we had there back in my state, Warri, and Delta State, was that don't leave this. You need to let me just say leaving my comfort zone in general. You get my point, because then I was getting like a small little money before Waiting Regain. Close to when I wanted to drop Waiting Regain, I was getting like little money that was actually sustaining me and my family, and I had to leave the band, everything that was fetching me money every day, and I was broke for like 3-4 months or more. You get my point. This brokenness I'm talking about, you heard Drake saying we started from the bottom, now we're here. Mine was like the bottom was beneath where Drake was talking about. You get my point. I got broke to the extent. And what I'm saying that's like early last year, 2018. I got broke to the extent that there was not even money to cut my hair, because all the things I was doing to make money, like the little ones, to go for shows, although it wasn't all that big, but then I could take care of myself, get myself some good kicks and clothes and all that. But I wasn't getting any of those things again, because I was doing my own personal music. I decided not to sing anybody's songs. I want to do Waiting Regain and any of that Victor Eddy songs on Victor Eddy playlist. You get, so that was what I was doing. So it was hard for me. I brought out Waiting Regain. Even when I brought out Waiting Regain, there was little or no money to promote it. There was not even money, because it wasn't on all social media platforms, because I had no money to put it. So I just gave it to a blogger of mine, a friend of mine, and the guy just let's then from there say, bro, you need to also add, so I can put this on iTunes and all that. So I got some few money. Then the next thing I got was a call in Ghana. When I got the call from Ghana that I should come for a show, that was actually like my first show for Waiting Regain. Like first.
Really? In Ghana?
Yeah.
That was your first show?
Yeah, that was what I'm saying. That was like my first major show for the song Waiting Regain. So when I got the call from Ghana, I was like, bro, because then I had no passport. I never crossed border before. I don't know how traveling from Nigeria looks like. Even telling me to come and perform in Lagos was like a big deal for me.
Wow.
You get my point? From leaving my state to come and perform in Lagos was a big deal for me. So my manager and I would just fix things together. And shout out to Longitude Promotion, because they believed in me from the onset, and they kept pushing with me. You get my point? From there, we were in Ghana and everybody was singing along to Waiting Regain. Then Cypress G, Shadow Zone, Connect to It and all that. And now we're here.
Oh my God.
So now we can confidently sing Drake's song. We started from the bottom. Now because if I hear that song, we started from the bottom, I'm like, nigga, I'm still on the bottom, let us skip the flow. That's still on the bottom.
Okay. I can't believe that before Ghana, that was your first time even crossing the borders.
Yeah, that was. I had no passport. The promoter was the one that gave me a passport. They gave me money to fix my passport and all that.
So now, after that big contest, so now describe the rise of the song Waiting Regain, and then you as a bona fide superstar. The tours, describe traveling out of Nigeria, not just to Ghana, but to Europe or America. Describe that point for me.
Okay, after Waiting Regain, I must say God has been great, because I'm just a year old, and probably a few months, a few days in the industry, and I've gotten this far. Like, I could remember after Ghana, the next stop was Dubai.
Wow.
Yeah, from Dubai we went to London.
Okay.
So yeah, I did. So we did UK rather. So we did London, Manchester, so many places in London, and that was what led to my collaboration with Davido, and down to the O2 Arena. Yeah, you get my point. I thought I was going to take like really years. I didn't even know say I could see that gate. See, you get, so it was actually a big one for me. And down to Nigeria, I went back to my school where they all started, and over 10,000 students came out. 10,000 people, because everybody from the community, people were coming from like different places to watch Victor Eddy. So over 10,000 came out, and they were singing my songs word for word. So it's actually an amazing feeling. And It's only God, man. It's only God at the end of the day.
And that's
Manpower no fit do am.
Honestly, honestly. Now with Red Eye, which song on the EP was the easiest to do?
Okay, the one that was the easiest to do, right? All of them was actually easy in their own way. I can actually, but I think Red Eye. Red Eye was actually the easiest because then I just heard the song. It didn't take me up to People did it because we recorded that song in less than an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Red Eye was like an hour plus. So I just did a one take and everything going. But that people did it. We just recorded it because I was so passionate about it. That was when I called my manager. So we started like 1 a.m. and we ended like 2 after the whole happening and the stuff and the beat everything. My producer just, and shout out to Cool Boy for making that for me because he just did it like one time. I was just like, I say no worry, this is a hit already. Yeah, let's go.
Which was there any that you found the most difficult to do?
I guess that was Left Pocket because after recording Left Pocket, because I was not all that into it. After the day I recorded that was like in the morning to like 1 a.m. in the morning. So I just left Gaga's place and I went to T-Spice place. And he was like, bro, let's walk. I just did it for the sake of it. Yeah, let me just go and go back. So it was supposed to be like my next song, but I was not done with the verse 2 yet. And I had to wait for T-Spice. So we were going back and forth with it. Guy, I don't like the way you did this part already. Just correct it. Then it got to the point, I was like, leave the song the way they don't touch anything. Because the next time, I said, okay, just spice it up, baby. We'll go back. I'll listen to the previous one. I said, okay. No. You need to remove this. Then it got to me. I just said, guy, don't touch anything. Just leave it well like that. We are okay with it. So it was good like that.
Which do you consider your favorite on the entire EP?
The thing is that I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
My favorite comes with mood. I don't actually have a particular one. I would say this is my favorite because when I was coming, I told Cypress that this weather is actually my favorite. And I could remember like last week or a few weeks before now, it was Popo Didi and Vanessa. So it was I'm just going.
Just rotate as and when you feel.
Yeah.
Okay. And it has everything that anyone will be able to relate to, whether you want to dance or whether you want to chill. I like that vibe. Now, with the Nigerian music industry in general, do you find that it's structured in a way that allows whether Victor AD to pop up in the industry or an established person to be able to properly thrive in the industry? So with Ghana or with Ghanaians, everyone has their own issue with the Ghanaian music industry. Maybe the structures are not put in well, royalties are not coming the way it should. Is it the same way with the Nigerian music industry?
Okay, I'm going to say, judging from my own side, I don't know about others, but there's still a general way, but individually everybody has his own challenges. But for me, I think it's actually cool now, unlike before, because now we actually allow new arts to bring, because initially it used to, if it's not Whiskey, if it's not David, nobody wants to hear you. You get my point. So How Waiting We Gain came out and it turned out to be like one of the biggest songs last year in Nigeria. You get my point. So I think people are actually paving ways for the younger ones to come in now. Now we have Rema, we have Fireboy, we have Joe Boy. So those ones you get my point. Because initially, you can wait like 3 years, you won't see any new acts. You could just stay there like that. So, but now people are actually popping.
Okay, yeah. Now with touring, performances, as an artist, is it a lot of, so some people, everyone has their own opinions about going around performing all the time. Does it get draining or tiresome for an artist to be doing back-to-back shows? Or is it something that when you're in the spirit, you actually have a lot of fun doing?
Okay, I don't know of others, but mine, I think it all starts, that's why I said it all starts with a passion for it. So what you have passion for is not like a job. So sometimes I just, I'm going to be saying this clearly, maybe you guys can just keep this as well. When people call me for a show and they pay you some of money, I'll just be like, this thing is something I can actually do for free. Or this is something I have been doing for free. You are paying this huge amount. And then I'm like, okay, it's business. It's business anyways. When you want to collaborate with me, or maybe you just do something, or you're paying me money. I'm like, see, as I'm getting paid for something that I don't stress myself to do. Something I normally would do for free, but at the end of the day, we got bills to pay. So and all that. So we put in a lot of work. And back-to-back shows for me is not actually, it's stressful in a way, I'm not going to lie, but it's still fun. The other way around, because I can remember like last year December, there was a time we were booked for like the whole month. The only days that were not booked was maybe sometimes Tuesday and Mondays. So from Wednesday to like the whole week, from here you're moving to here, from here you're moving to this way. But it was nice. It was a good feeling. It's what I've been praying for. So I know we can't run for now. We don't manifest.
I can agree with that. Now we're having a conversation with the one and only Victor AD here on Hall of Fame. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, even more goodness right here on the show.
Yeah, boss. Check it. Baby, me lunch it. Baby, me lunch it. It's alright, I think, you know. Yeah. Oh. It's Victor AD, na na na, yeah. That lunch it beats you.
It's cool on the beat.
Take it all, baby. Husband material, many hats you want. I don't say I love you, but you love me more. So when the money come, girl, I'ma give it all to you. When I had nothing, girl, you grieve for me, baby. So now you and you alone go have my baby. When I had nothing, girl, you grieve for me, baby. Papa want to be me, shady. One gun, my body, daily. They have no idea. Let them keep on wondering how we made it through. Upon what we've been, they have no idea. How I made you cry and still you love me more. You still don't let me fall. If them the vex, let them use your hand. Go jump war, baby. Go jump war, baby. As long as you love me, we no break up. And there's no more war, baby. There's no more war, baby. On our wedding, when it's time to say I do, now you go stand by me, girl. I want nobody. If it's not you, if it's not you, I said when it's time to say I do, now you go stand by me, girl. I want nobody. If it's not you, if it's not you, I have no idea. Let them keep on wondering how we made it through. Upon what we've been there, I have no idea. How I made you cry and still you love me more. You still don't let me fall. Yeah. Am I gonna give you up, no? Am I gonna let you fall, no? Am I gonna make you sad, no? I know you know what's that too weak to express the way that I feel.
Boy, bring it back again.
They have no idea. I'm not letting you. Let them keep on wondering how we made it. And I'll do what we did. They have no idea. Die for I made you cry and still love me more. You still don't let me fall. I'm not letting you go. Not giving you up. See, I just press on you, give up for you, spend that for you, baby, sure you know. Ever me pay Mr. Nessie, Nigeria boy. Engineer Michael, no yeah, Baba. I think you west at the west, oh. I say about that, there's nobody better. Cut the bread and make everybody gather. See you, living trust, eh. You know the story now, live like that, blast. But bros, they never give me rice, so. You never shot before, come on, go ask. Party don't close.
Oh, well, in this life, have money, you go so far.
Oh, no, Victor AD, na na na, yeah. It's Davido, OBO, right, yeah. See that die, then forget your neighbor. And as you see, I made the updates with the comfort. They suffer, no they tire you. No they tire you. You know they hustle you, they settle for less. So they suffer, no they tire you. No they tire you. Your baby graduate and get double promotion. They suffer, no they tire you. No they tire you. You know they walk and pray, you want to succeed. Oh, she suffer, no they tire you. No they tire you. I don't say them go talk, say I don't come again. Sure you don't buy the best, now waiting you get. Oh Lord, I don't say them go say I do they complain, but I won't on update my status again. Don't get it twisted, life is beautiful, but the house and the cars are so meaningful. I'm grateful for good times, guy, I don't be fool. Even you when they judge myself, you want it too. Oh Lord, bless me, make I know my real face. Make I know if my headquarters correct or if all this not pretext. Oh, you and as you see, I made the update with the cowboys. They suffer, no they tire you. You know they tire you. You know they hustle you, they settle for less. So suffer, no they tire you. You know they tire you. The mates they graduate and get double promotion. Suffer, no they tire you. You know they tire you. You know they work and pray, you want to succeed. Oh, suffer, no they tire you. You know they tire you. Hey, little boy, you got work to do. My papa say you got work to do. As then they see all the change and the diamonds, they don't say I don't do juju. I know the lie of papa though. No, I ain't the street as heavy though. Oh, some people say I know go blow. Hey, some people want them without me, oh. Show, I say thunder, fire, poverty. Hey, fire about my enemies. What I know get enemy. If you wish me well, I go wish you well. I say thunder, fire, nobody. Me and not tell I go come body. What I know get enemy. If you wish me well, I go wish you well. I don't get excuse for failure. Lord, I want to cash out. I don't want to play my neighbor. See that I win. I don't get excuse for failure. My brother short life, cause like you die, then forget your neighbor. And as you see, I made the updates with the comfort. You suffer, no they tire you. No they tire you. You know they hustle you, they settle for less. So they suffer, no they tire you. No they tire you. Your mates they graduate and get double promotion. They suffer, no they tire you. You know they tire you. You know they walk and pray, you want to succeed. Succeed, oh. No they tire you.
The Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV, having a conversation with the one and only Victor A.D. Now, do you feel any kind of pressure? I mean, Wait Till You Gain was a monster success. Yeah. Do you feel pressure, even with Red Eye or any subsequent projects, to replicate the success that you made with Wait Till You Gain?
Okay, and the thing is that what actually affects most people is when you're trying to, okay, Wait Till You Gain was a hit this way, this was the process I used. So I need to follow that same process, or I need to try and strive at that. You can't be in competition with yourself all the time. Sometimes you just let it go, you just free your mind. What is going to be is going to be. There are some songs that you record that no matter how hard you try, you can't get a song that is going to be bigger than it. But one thing that is important and one thing that has been so amazing is that every song has its own, every song has the way that it paves for you. You get my point. Wait Till You Gain might be the one that brought you to Ghana. Then recording Tire You with the video was what took me to the O2 Arena. That's actually a big one. You get my point. Yeah. The Red Eye, the EP is what making Victor A.D. fans to have a lot of Victor A.D. You can confidently say, if Victor A.D. can give you a song for every mood, whether you're a boy, you're depressed, you're down, you're excited or anything, we have it all wrapped up in Red ID EP. You get my point? So every song or any record you put, or any body of work or record you put out there has a way that it paves. So you trying to go back to you trying to beat Waiting Again or beat the previous song is like going back to the past. It means you're not ready to move on. So moving on is, how can I make this place a better place? You won't say because the last president build road for us, then all the presidents should just focus on road. You get my point? There are some that will focus on education sector. Yes, the road might not be all that important as it is right now with the education, but there's one thing for sure is that he moved forward, and there's something now to attribute he contributed something to the success of whichever community that he is ruling or something.
Okay, so is there what else is in store? I mean, I'm sure there's a whole lot that we're planning to do in the near future, and by we I mean you. What else do we have in store from Victor 80? Is there something we're planning towards Christmas is coming? Any more chat bangers we're hoping to get?
Okay, the thing is that for now we're pushing Red Eye the EP, and we're doing tours like listenings and all that. So we just finished two in Accra, different city. You get my point? So now we're moving to Kumasi on the 21st of September. Gather one or two and make people just spread the good news entirely. You get. So we're still doing in London, South Africa, so many places and all that. So it's a vibe entirely. So but just wait. Whether any song is gonna drop before December. Let's keep your finger crossed.
I like it. Now, what has been your biggest learning lesson as Victor 80? The biggest learning lesson, maybe dealing with people, touring, dealing with fans. And speaking of the fans, like, what is your relationship with them?
Okay, my relationship with my fans, I guess for now, is 90%. Or if not 90, I don't want to be too extra, but I keep it 100 with them. And like one thing I don't do is separate fans from fans, because most people, they say they have like female fans or they have male fans. For me, I don't have female fans, I have fans. Okay. So whether you're big or tall, small, short, female, robust, slim, fat, thick, you're still Victor 80 fans. So it's fans in general. So that makes it more easy for me. So I don't get too emotional, I don't get too sentimental about things. When it comes to my fans, you get my point. So I
love it. And as a fan of Victor 80, thank you so much for coming on the show. I had a really great conversation with you, and I expect great things. I'm going to be playing a lot of the albums, so you better be tuned into Branch in the City for that. But thank you so much for coming through, Victor. It's amazing to have a conversation with you.
And it's amazing to be here too, man.
And thank you for being tuned in. This has been another exciting edition of Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. My name is AJ Akwako. Special thanks to First Choice for my hair, and you voted for my jewelry. Until I come your way again next time, keep watching Citi TV.